What's up, YouTube? It is Seth here. Hope you're all doing well. I know it's been an intense past few months slash few years. So I hope you all are finding some peace in your lives and figuring out some self-care things for yourselves. Um, I just wanted to update y'all. I am 4 weeks post-op. I just had surgery April 28th in Texas. Um, Basically another reduction of my penis. They did a base reduction as well, and they did a lift. So I do have an abdominal incision now, which I can probably show. So recovery is going really well. I'm healing up beautifully. I don't have any infections, no more open wounds, and I am going back to work next week. Time has like flown by, and I'm super excited to announce that this is likely my last surgery. I do have to talk to Dr. Santucci about a possible stricture, which basically means like the narrowing of the urethra. So there is a possibility that I am dealing with that. I'm just wondering if it's something that I could possibly look into fixing in Canada. I don't know how that would work out. And then if I do go back, I'm not sure like how invasive the surgery is. I believe it's definitely not like what I just went through. I think they basically put a balloon in there to kind of expand your urethra from what I understand. But I need to know more of the details about that. So that's a little bit of a complication that I might be dealing with, but in terms of like any more alterations or additions or anything like that, like I think I'm done. The erectile device is kind of out the window for me at this point, unless complication rates go down. I did have a discussion with the doctor about that as well, and he did say like in his opinion the complication rates are still quite high. So for me personally, it's just not worth it. Like I don't want to be stuck in this surgical process. I've already spent enough for like a small down payment for a house, and I haven't even had to pay for like the surgical procedures. So it's been a lot, mentally, physically, and financially. And I do want to like move on with my life and focus on other things. And I am finally feeling like really good about my body and feel like in alignment with myself. So feel super blessed about that. And I do want to mention too, I am very open on my Patreon about my experience. I'm showing some photos, videos, answering a lot of questions there. So if you're personally going through phalloplasty or you're looking into it for yourself, I highly recommend checking out my Patreon. Link down below. It's a lot of like very vulnerable information for me to be sharing, and there's not a whole lot of people out there who have finished phalloplasty that are openly sharing about their experience. um, so this is kind of the best way for me to sort of protect my privacy to an extent and also be compensated for the amount of time that I'm taking to answer people's questions and you know go go over my experience and my knowledge about this whole process. So it is $5 Canadian per month, and you can cancel at any time. So if you want to check that out, link is down below. And just so you guys know, like I've had to go into a bit of debt, so all of that money is going towards my debt. It would be super appreciated so I can eventually get the fuck out of my parents' basement and get my own place. But yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm feeling really good about things and super excited for like the next chapter in my life, so to speak. I wanted to say like I'm really excited to get back into fitness because I feel like I have been trying to be consistent with working out, and just knowing that I have another surgery coming up every single time, it really messes with you. Like, at least for myself personally, I just felt like my mental health was always so up and down. So I wasn't able to be as consistent as I would have liked to be um, during this whole phalloplasty process. And maybe that's for the best. Maybe it's for the best that I just focused on taking care of myself and taking it easy. But now that I don't have any more major surgeries coming up, I feel like I can get back into the regular routine and hopefully start working out like 4 to 5 days a week again. Um, I love movement. I love being active. I love lifting. But I've certainly learned a lot about myself, and I realized like before phalloplasty, I was doing it for all the wrong reasons. I really cared more about like what I looked like versus my actual health. So I was dabbling in steroids. I was definitely dealing with an eating disorder, really restricting my eating and counting all of my calories, um, which I know a lot of people do. So I just want to say, like, for myself, it really wasn't healthy. And I want to learn to enjoy it for more of like a health perspective, like just to be healthy, to have overall wellness, to be strong, to feel confident in my body, but without needing to, have a six pack and be the strongest guy in the gym. I definitely was quite vain and very brainwashed by the bodybuilding industry. And, as an aside, it's really sad to see all of these bodybuilders dropping dead. Um, it's just crazy. I don't know if any of you have heard of Callum Von Moger. I used to really look up to him, but he's going through some stuff, and it just like going on steroids and having this crazy physique is never going to make you feel better about yourself. And I just want you all to know that, like, I have lost pretty much all my gains throughout this phalloplasty journey. And I feel much better about myself now than I ever did before when I was like super ripped and lean. So it's not about looking a certain way. It's more about taking care of yourself, being healthy, and loving yourself. I think that's what it really comes down to. So I'm really excited to get back into it. Um, It'll probably be another month, to be honest. I can't start working out just yet. I think my clearance is about 6 weeks. I can start to have some activity again, and then by about 8 weeks, I should start to be like back to normal. And I'm only 4 weeks right now. So within the coming weeks, I'm going to be uploading more videos that have to do with like fitness, what I'm eating, my routine, that sort of a thing, and kind of going back to my roots, which is super exciting. So I'm really looking forward to that, and I hope you all are doing great. And again, really, really appreciate all of the support and love. Peace, everybody.